It's lunchtime. Hey guys, how's it going? I am just taking a quick lunch break. I've got here a plate of the very viral cucumber salad. I don't know if you can see it. Cucumber smoked salmon recipe. So I'm gonna try it and see if I like it. That's good. That's really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, I see all the hype. Hey Jordan, I have a special request for you. I am in the market for ordering my own custom yoga mats, and I was wondering if you could help me with the design. I've sent over some inspirational pictures, but I would love your input on the colors and the direction of the design. Custom yoga mats. Ooh. Okay, lunch is done. You guys want to come along for the ride? I think this is going to be really fun. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jordan and I am an aesthetic brand designer. And on this channel, we like to explore logo design, brand identity. I show you behind the scenes of how I craft my template bundles that I make available on my Etsy shop. And right now we're doing a series called Make It Aesthetic. And this is really fun because I take you along for the ride as I design concepts for clients of mine. So today is going to be really fun. We are going to jump into the realm of yoga, and we're going to come up with a custom collection of yoga mat designs for my client to purchase for her studio. So whenever I get an assignment like this, the first thing that I really like to do is kind of break down the parameters of the project, kind of outline what the dimensions are, who the demographic is, and then we'll jump into the color palette and some of the design work. Without further ado, let's do it.
In the stillness of dawn, a young female begins her daily ritual. With graceful precision, she assembles her mat and tools, each movement deliberate. Her body unfurls, stretching deeply as she maneuvers into positions that connect her with the ancient rhythms of the earth. In the soft light of early morning, she moves with serene focus, a delicate dance between body and mind, her breath steady and deep, mirrors the rhythm of nature itself.
So yoga and meditation are important parts of my everyday workflow. My studio is based on sustainability, and so it's very important that I make moments for myself throughout the day to do stuff like this. It's really good to take a break from the design mind and remember to come back into the body, come back to the breath, and become grounded again. I think as creatives, we can sometimes be in this ethereal, fantastical world, but it's very, very good for our longevity in the creative arts to learn how to become centered and grounded. Because I don't know about you, but some of the most profound insights or moments of inspiration often come to me in moments of rest, either through yoga, meditation, a walk in the park. All of this is really, really good and should be as important to the design process as everything else. So I really get excited when I get to work on things that I am very personally passionate about, and yoga is definitely one of those things. Get up from your nap, girlfriend. Get too hot? All right, so let's talk yoga mats. Okay, so for this assignment, instead of this being a digital asset where we work with RGB hex codes, we work in vector format. We are also going to have to pick CMYK color codes. The reason behind this is we want to ensure that the colors that we're working with on the laptop translate seamlessly into a post-production print product. We're also going to use the universal dimension for a typical standard yoga mat. And we're also going to make sure that all 3 variations that she's requesting are harmonic in their colors. And we're going to play on some really fun concepts. So already I'm envisioning a yin-yang presentation where one is very dark and the other is very light. We also have a really fun opportunity where it's going to be the year of the snake next year. And the snake in yoga is known as Kundalini energy. The fact that it's going to be Year of the Snake next year, massive Kundalini energy in the collective, that is going to be a really fun opportunity to do a cosmic snake design. So let's start there.
Observe the young designer in her natural habitat, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. With a sense of purpose, she brings forth her tools, the faithful lap soap, a carafe of water, and a glass, each placed with meticulous care. The air thickens with the ancient aroma of sage incense, a ritual of creativity and clarity. But wait, what's this? The final, most essential element of her cozy work nests the feline companion. With gentle precision, she places the cat into its basket, creating a sanctuary within a sanctuary. The scene is now set, a masterful composition of comfort and creativity, ready to inspire the day's work. But perhaps this is not merely a workspace. No, this is a sanctuary.
David,
Yes, dear.
do you mind?
Not at all. Carry on.
Okay, thank you. So I've put together a mood board that includes everything that my client has sent over. And I love it when clients do this. As the designer, it makes it so much easier for me to kind of see what they're visualizing for the end product. So she's already provided me the colors that she wants me to operate within. This really beautiful dark purple we're calling Nebula. And then we have a lighter shade we're calling Luna. She's also supplied her logo and has asked to see if I can incorporate it into the mat designs themselves. And you can see that, yeah, we were already kind of playing with moon phases, of course, our Kundalini snake. She is curious to know if I can maybe bring in some elements of watercolor texture into the designs, which, yeah, absolutely. I love that idea. A couple of things that I'll need to do is select the right shade of gold and cream for the Kundalini mat. We pretty much have the shades for the moon phase mat, and then we're also going to need a third mat design that is for the studio as a rental option for students that come for a yoga class and don't have a mat of their own. They'll be taken care of. I'm going to take this opportunity to show you a little color palette hack. What I do is I simply copy our nifty hex code, Control-C, and then I'm going to come to one of my favorite websites. This is called My Color Space. You can input your copied hex code here and then press enter. And it will give you a range of pre-made color palettes. So it kind of shows you the range of greens and blues that pair well with this shade, generic gradient, you have your spot palette, twisted spot palette, classy palette. Yeah, this is a really quick and easy way to kind of see what the color possibilities are. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, you just have to see, but already I can see like there's a possible gold that we could use. It's pulling in some dusty pink, so we might be able to use a pink for the third yoga mat option. It's also pulling out a lot of blue, so I might explore a blue color story. Yeah, if you're ever stuck or you just kind of want to explore the possibilities around a specific color you have in mind, bring it over into this website and just see what it brings up for you. It's free and I use it all the time. Okay, so here's my first foray into some possible gold and cream shades that would really pair nicely with the Nebula, the Luna, and I'm also kind of playing with the sky blue.
I just pulled some shades out of this swath of gold that I really like, and I think I want to keep this whole project warm. Despite it having, lavender and blue, I think this would be a great opportunity to bring some warmth into the color story. And here are the colors I'm playing with for that third yoga mat, the one that's going to be used for rental purposes. So somewhere between here, I got to kind of decide what makes the most sense for this yoga studio and what would pair nicely with the other two yoga mats. Okay, I'm sending the client over 4 different color stories that she could choose from, but I'm really curious to know what you would choose in this situation. I've got color story number 1, which keeps everything very on brand by maintaining the hue to purples and of course the gold. Color story number 2 features that soft powder blue that I'm calling celestite and is drawn directly from the crystal. A little bit more bougie, softer, more boutique-y. Color story number 3 has just a slightly more saturated version of that blue, and it still has purple in it, so it's the perfect purple blue. The saturation kind of helps it present more as a fitness blue that you would commonly see with hand weights, typical yoga mats, workout t-shirts, cooling technology. And finally, color story number 4, which I have here just a very muted, kind of dusty pink. My thinking behind this is it keeps the overall palette warm. It would also help differentiate the rental yoga mats from the purchased or owned yoga mats. However, the only hang-up is it may be too feminine for a co-ed yoga studio. So it's very much up to the client to determine which colors would be most accessible to her demographic, because she offers classes for all ages, all genders, everything. It's very inclusive. So which one do you think she'll go with?
Okay, so I just sent over all of the color story options to my client. So depending on which one she chooses, that will determine what I take to a finish before we send those official files over to the supplier. So I'm excited to see what she decides. Ooh, that was fast. Okay, looks like we're going with story number 3. Will do. All right, you know the drill. I am going to tinker behind the scenes, but you are going to see the grand reveal. I'll see you on the other side. And there you have it. That is a wrap. This was a really fun project, and I think it just illustrates how fun the design process is when you have a client that's just as excited as you are. These yoga mats are going to be a welcome addition to her yoga studio. I can't wait to see them make a splash on social media. I can't wait to see them appear in photography from students who are taking pictures during class. And I can't wait to get my hands on one as well, especially the Kundalini one. Oh, I'm so excited. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching and coming along with me on this journey. If you haven't already, a like and subscribe would be deeply appreciated. I am a very new channel, a baby channel, still learning the ropes and figuring out what I like, what I don't like. But overall, filming for YouTube has been some of the most
fun I've had in a long time. Really excited to see where this journey takes me. And forgot to mention, if you do need any help with design or branding services, I do offer those on my Etsy store. And everything that I feature here on my channel, you can also find on my Etsy store as well. So I highly recommend that you check it out. But anyways, I am relaxed. I have had a really fun day, good lunch, fun design, good yoga. So I think I'm going to go take a nap. All right, guys, until next time,